All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this early morning Thursday, the morning show edition, KFTV post-game live. Knicks get dog walked in Sacramento, man, to the Sacramento Kings. 112-101, but it really wasn't even that close. You factor in the fake Knick comeback of the New York Knicks. I'm not even sure if they showed up to Sacramento tonight because this game was that bad. So this opening intro, so to speak, is going to be abbreviated because there really wasn't much else to speak on. Welcome to the Precious Achiuwa Show. Knicks would lose Captain Clutch Jalen Brunson. Is Carl Anthony Towns even a member of the Knicks? We got a lot of questions tonight, man. So let's get into it on this rapid fire edition of Post Game Live. cpthefanchise, Alex Taurus in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is one of those nights where, if you are with us, you are truly a diehard and a KFTV day one. So we appreciate you guys for joining us on this late night, early morning show. If you are part of the 100,000 subscriber club, if you are part of that one of 100K, throw 100 in the chat. Let's start off with some good news, some greetings early, Al. You know what I mean?
No, we need some positives, man, because I don't know where to even search for that. There's not even a silver lining in this game, CP.
They made us stay up for this. I didn't even get my old man napping, bro.
I'm right there with you, bro.
I'm Aggie, man.
This is brutal. Absolutely. CP, I don't want to hear anything about Jalen Brunson in a negative way whatsoever, because as soon as he went down with that ankle injury, things went completely south for this team. We couldn't get, there was not an answer. There was not a creator. There was not a score. You would think guys who were supposed to show up would show up between Bridges, Cat, whoever. Good Lord, man. This is just ugly.
I mean, where do we want to start? Well, we could start with losing Cat. I mean, okay, here's where we start, Alex. Here's where we start. This team had 2 nights off.
Mm-hmm.
You're going up against one of the worst teams in the NBA with an 11-30 record without one of their best players. Cap goes down, and it was unfortunate. You know, he went down and re-injured the right ankle again. And look, we're going to have to start asking questions. Is it time for Cap to put the Kobe's down and go get some Air Force Ones, go get some Sheeds or something? But that's another story for another day. They're going up against this team on 2 nights rest. And even without Cap, this team came out the gates lifeless. It looked like a team without a plan. Offensively going through the motions, no ball movement, laying down bricks, 20% from 3 tonight. Defensively just seemed like every single possession was a blown assignment. And here was the icing on the cake. We got the Precious Achiuwa special tonight, ladies and gentlemen. To add insult, to rub salt in the wound. As his counterpart, as his replacement, Gershon Yabusele, is getting bench splinters where the sun don't shine. Precious Achiuwa would put on an all-star performance. 20 points, 14 rebounds for the Big Sneeze. 6 of them on the offensive side. Take that, Mitchy and Carl. 2 blocks, 2 steals. Knocked down a 3. He did the Kolick, the little alfalfa thing.
2 3, CP.
2 threes. 2 threes. I mean, boy, how many different ways do you want to kill us tonight, Al? How many different ways does this team want to kill us tonight, man?
Bro, when I saw the 9 points, I was like, oh, no. I could tell who had this game circled from the get-go, CP. You know what's even crazier? This is not, like, outside of the roster, this is not even the same coaching staff. Like, and to see Precious still has, like, that much animosity towards the Knicks, damn, man. You knew this had to be more than Tibbs and stuff behind the scenes. Like, whew. But nevertheless, this was...
Yeah, they left him out to dry, man. They almost had Precious on the unemployment line.
But
I'd be mad, too. Look where he is. trying to save his career. They sent him to the wall.
How many walls are there, CP? It can't be Washington and Sacramento.
Oh, those are walls. Those are walls. There's one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast.
Oh, man. But to add insult to injury, yes, we get Yabu, who only had 2 points tonight in 6 minutes, went 1 of 5 from the field. Looks like we should have kept Precious this entire time.
Man, bro.
And then on top of that, like, nobody, man. Just nobody. What is going on, man? You know, I did a game of the week with my guy Sam Esfandiari, who covers the Warriors. So people stay tapped in tomorrow, 6 a.m. All right, be locked in, because we did discuss some things, and he walked me off the ledge a little bit, man. Talk about how he's watching this team. He's like, this looks like a veteran savvy team that is picking and choosing its games and staying fresh for the postseason. And honestly, and you go listen to the show tomorrow, people, he walked me off the ledge a little bit. But then I watched this type of game, and I'm like, no, I'm back on the ledge, because there's no way you're going to come out and tell me that this team is taking an easy night, even after losing Brunson, and just going to absolutely lay down to the Sacramento Kings. There is no way you can tell me that. And if you're going to tell me that we brought in Karl Anthony Towns for moments where you don't have JB. Same thing with Mikal Bridges, because it's not just Catman, it is also Bridges tonight.
Oh, brutal.
Both of these guys.
Brutal.
Both of these guys.
The layup pirouette bag was in full display, and it was atrocious.
But you tell me that you brought in both of these guys because we needed to give Brunson help. We needed to alleviate all the pressure. I don't even know if these guys could do that, man. Like, I'm looking at both these guys, and I'm like, what are we doing here? What are you guys getting paid to do, man? One got an extension. One's getting paid 50 plus, and will be paid 60 plus by the end of the contract. What are you guys doing on this team? Seriously, this is a lowly Kings team that does not want to play, and yet you're letting them go out there look like this is like one of the best teams.
Well, they wanted to play tonight, and Precious certainly set the tone. Smacked them around, dragged them around the bar. You had a Sacramento Kings team, Alex, that was giving up the most points per game to opposing centers in the league at 25 points per game. How many points did Karl Anthony Towns have tonight? A whopping 13.
Bro, and his opponent was Reynaud.
Ran laps around him. All the Kings bigs. Who's the other Kings 32? He was cheering to the crowd. He was lighting the beam before the game was even over on the Knicks.
Cardwell.
Killing him. Yeah, I mean, embarrassing. I'm with Sam. Yes, this is a team they're coasting and things of that nature, but it don't make it any easier when you got to stay up and watch this slop fest.
Bro, it doesn't make it any easier where, you know, there are like some games I could say, all right, man, you take it easy. But when you have like a gimme on the schedule like the Kings, and then you're just letting
on 2 nights rest.
Yes, this is unacceptable. There's some things where you're like, second night of a back-to-back. You know, if this is like the Warriors and you're coasting, I kind of would even more understand
this
that.
Team didn't this team play the Lakers the night before that? Not on a back-to-back. Didn't they play the Lakers?
They did play the Lakers, and they beat the Lakers.
And they beat the Lakers. Give credit where it's due. But they played on the 12th. This next team, you had 2 nights off. And you come out like this was the second night of the back-to-back. You can't make it up, man. No ball movement, right? Like, we talked about that. What was going to happen if they lose Cap and they go with the Deuce Clarkson lineups? The ball movement was terrible. They weren't getting the paint touches. Josh was the only one trying to get that. Kohler couldn't do much better. He had a tough time with Brody and the switches handling DeMar. They would do the guard switches to get DeMar freed up on him. Defensively, like I said, no plan. I don't know, again, how do you continue to try to put a zone out there with one of the best mid-range shooters in the history of the game on the court? In the most vulnerable part of the zone, where where all Knicks are no man's land, which is in the middle.
CP, this is like a team, like, even though this team is god-awful, there's, like, answers all over the place. You got Brody, you got DeRozan, you got Levine, you got the 6th Man of the Year winner, Malik Monk. Like, there are guys who are capable of scoring on this Kings team. And these guys decide to, like there's guys who are capable, but if you watch the Kings, they're like, it's just so disjointed. We just gave the Kings their first 3-game winning streak, CP.
Yeah. Bro, the Kings shot 37% from three, Knicks shot 20. The Knicks went 8 for 41 from three, Kings went 10 and 27 from three. And was dog walking them the entire night. This was a hard one to really wrap your head around, honestly. Starting with the effort. Like, again, okay, Cap goes down, but that shouldn't even have mattered. Cap, you didn't even have to play Cap tonight. Or you shouldn't have even had to play Cap tonight.
Bro, there's like, who's the answer for Cat on this team? Like, who should be stopping Cat? Yes, exactly.
Cat stops Cat.
Yes.
What's up with this guy, man? How you the highest paid player of the team? You talking contract extension? 13 points, 5 of 14 from the field. Only took 1 3. He had 5 steals in this game, which is kind of weird box score. But like, the thing is like, I don't know. Like, at this point, man, it's like, if you can't take Precious off the dribble, bro, and take him to the rack, you might as well just pull up and just start shooting mid-range jumpers. Something, man.
Which isn't even his game. But
it's like, if every time he's going to the rack, he's either losing the ball or he's getting sent to the floor, and the defense is already porous. Like, this has to be addressed in the locker room.
How do you address it, CP? But how do you address it when Mike Brown has already came out and said, yo, you got to play with better effort?
I feel like this is part of the reason why their transition defense or lack thereof is so impactful. Because his shots selection, it handcuffs this team. I've never seen anything like it. Guys either hitting the deck, I've never seen anything like it.
Are we sure this is the best shooting big of all time?
Listen, man. Who did I tell the other day? Somebody was trying to tell me he was better than Patrick.
What?
I said, you're out of your mind.
Patrick played phenomenal defense.
I said, you're out of your mind.
And it was like, hell no, man.
Yeah.
Not even close.
It's that, then the Macau thing, like, dude, like, you're coming up so soft, man. The Macau thing is like, I don't know, he's having a bad stretch, man, but he's really coming up lame.
You know it was bad, CP. Let me tell you when I knew this game was going south. When OG gets an easy layup, gets blocked by Precious, Bridges gets the ball after that block, and even though he got fouled, he still couldn't finish. I was like, oh man. I was like, this is absolutely brutal.
The fadeaway layups. The fadeaway layups, man. I don't know, man.
19 points, 6 of 20 from the field is just gross.
Good for Precious, man. Happy for him. Like I said, he had to go to the wall. Like, after they didn't sign him, remember he went to Miami. Miami clipped him, right? He went to his old stomping grounds, couldn't hang in South Beach. This was literally his last ditch effort to save his career. Had to go to the wall, take a job at the wall. Now he's starting. Now he's missed here. Yabusele's coming in here, tossing up more bricks, adding to the construction. Bad look, man. Bad look, Again, you go into that offseason, you're thinking that you are upgrading based on how Yabusele performed. But you think about the guys that can do more with less. Precious has shown that at times. Now, last year I didn't think he was any good at all. Last year with the Knicks, I didn't think he was all that good.
He was very inconsistent last year.
I didn't think he was all that good. So I didn't care that they let him walk. I didn't think he was all that good last year.
Yeah, but I'll take him back now over Yabu.
in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I mean, he started off the game. He's taking Josh off the dribble. He was cooking Josh. Just attacking him, attacking the rack, attacking Carl, attacking Josh. No resistance. I don't think he tried Mitch. He didn't try Mitchie, though. But Josh and Carl was nothing. See ya. Meet me at the rack. See ya.
Bro, he led the game in rebounds. 14.
14.
How does Cat even end a game with 4 boards, man?
Yeah.
Ugh.
4 boards.
13 points, 4 boards. Cool that you got 5 steals. I just don't get it, man. I really don't get it. The lack of here's what's really bothers me, CP, is that there are nights where you could see both Cat and Bridges have this aggression. Like they know where they want to go. They know where they know what shots they want to take. And then even defensively, like we've seen Cat move his feet, not swipe, and just like get these stupid ticky-tacky fouls. We've seen Bridges work phenomenally off ball and know how to jump the passing lanes. And then it's just like some nights it's just out the window. Like where did all of that go? Where did all of that brilliance you had one game? And that's the thing. It could be yesterday, and then the next day for both of them, it's gone. And there's just no rhyme or reason to how that even just flies out the window, and that nobody could compete and give the same type of effort in back-to-back nights right now. And the thing is, we've seen these guys without Brunson play well against a tough Portland team last year, where CP against Portland, they were showing that replay where Bridges hit the game winner, the buzzer beater, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And this is a similar type of setup. You can't ask for a similar type of setup, and you can't even do it.
Crazy.
This is embarrassing on all levels. You guys are outside of Brunson are the highest paid players, even OG, man, and you guys can't come up and get this win.
Well,
like you're supposed to be a championship caliber team, and you can't even beat a team that is literally packing it in night after night after night. Yeah. They have a losing record at home.
Yeah. Well,
they're 8-13.
Here's Precious, man, lighting the beam at home. Here we go, man.
Look at him waving towards the Knicks bench after that shot. I'm like, who are you waving to, man?
It's got to feel good for you, too. I know you got a lot of contacts. You got a lot of people over there that you respect and that you played with. That's got to feel good for you personally to get that win tonight.
A lot of respect to those guys.
Yeah.
Friends of mine, great friends. We've been talking pretty much every day, some of those guys on that side. So a lot of respect and highly competitive team. So, yeah. But I'm glad we're able to get the win today.
5, 4. Light that beam!
All right. There you go. All right, so Precious and the gang lighting the beam up on the Knicks, man. 112-101. Precious gets the last laugh. Knicks get embarrassed. And that was pretty much it, man. Rapid fire post game. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to our franchise channel members. Salute to our day ones. Let's go. How's everybody feeling in the chat tonight, man? Late night, early morning show. Let's shout out some of the super chats that came in. We did get an early super chat that came in from BP to friend Al. $20 super chat, number 1 on the chat leaderboard. Says, shameful. This isn't a team most dealing with the season and dog days. They have been mediocre, too bad, as long as they were good this year. Rock bottom. JB's frequent ankle injuries are concerning. How concerned are you about the ankle injuries, man? Second one to the right ankle.
Yeah, I'll say, like, the good thing is that he was able to walk off under his own power, like the last time. So, it's you never want to see your top guy go down due to an ankle injury. I've had those type of ankle injuries, like when you're playing, you're just like, it just happens. Mm-hmm. You can come back, you can play on it. Obviously, it comes down to pain tolerance, but it all depends on like what the doctors say, how much pain can Brunson tolerate from this right now, and I'm not highly concerned, but it's like at the same time, like what's more eye opening is that when he's gone, this team is just. It's just lost on all levels, man. That's the bigger concern. And so, I would say, this is where we talk about having depth and being able to, the next man up, being able to play and to continue to compete while Brunson's out. And this is just the scary thing, is that when he's out, it just looks, everyone looks lost, man. And it's, you just need, I don't know what else we could do at this point. You can't keep this guy on ice because you need him out there. You absolutely need him out there at all times to keep this thing going. And so I think the biggest thing for me is that while I want for him to take as much time to rest and get healthy before he returns to the floor, part of me just doesn't believe in this roster that they can do it without him. That's the reality of this thing. And so how far do you drop? Because while it doesn't matter that this team needs to be number one in the East, like they don't need to be number one in the East, but at the same time, you don't want to drop too far where then it's a more challenging road for where you got to get to, right? And so for me, it's like I would like to see this team in the top 3. So is Brunson capable of taking that much time off without the Knicks like really just going back and forth, or will this team continue to be more lost while he's gone? That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Well, we'll have to wait and see what the prognosis is and the timetable. I highly doubt he's with them tomorrow. You never know. You never know with Cap. Sometimes he comes up lame in these games, and the next night he's back out there, and then he drops 40. So you just never know. But it certainly didn't seem like an encouraging sign that he left the game and never came back. He did leave the game with a sprained ankle one game earlier this year and came back, and then he had the bad one against the Magic. That one put him out. But then he re-injured it again. So, people are throwing the tinfoil hat on, the tinfoil kufi on, saying, hey, man, put the Kobe's down. I'm not a, foot doctor, orthopedist. I don't know. But this is kind of like a recurring thing now with him.
I will say, man.
Fair to ask.
Played a lot of pickup basketball, man, in my life. I will always say this. I've never seen somebody wear a pair of Kobe's that hasn't said they rolled their ankle or is wearing an ankle brace.
Really?
I'm being dead serious.
Wow. So they're ankle killers.
Bro, I had a pair of Kobe's, rolled my ankle badly.
Wow.
And what was it? And tweaked my Achilles. I was like, all right, man.
Yeah.
Enough of these sneakers.
Damn. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Should Cap put the Kobe's down? You guys be the judge. But the Knicks did lose Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson.
Wait, hold on one second. What we got here?
Yep.
We got James Edwards III.
Okay.
I'll send this over to you right now. He said Brunson walked out of the locker room without a boot or crutches, which is a good sign.
Okay. Different from the last time. Here we go. Yep. In Trilogy, we got the tweet up. Here's James Edwards, as you said. Yep. Brunson walked out of the locker room. No boot, no crutches. Good sign. Maybe those things weren't available in Sacramento. But even still, remember when he did that the last time? That's more of a precautionary thing anyway. But so who knows? Maybe he does play tomorrow night in Frisco. Remember he hurt his foot in Sacramento 2 or 3 years ago. Remember that?
Yeah.
He had that weird foot injury. Nobody knew what it was.
Then you had, what was it, last year against the Lakers where he rolled that ankle?
Rolled it. So. Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. Freak accident to the captain. Freak accident for the team. Yeah, it was just a complete crash out. Worse than the Verizon crash today, Al. Were you impacted? You weren't impacted by that, bro. I had no cell service for 12 hours. Can you hear me now? No, I can't. I can't get no calls. I couldn't get no calls on my phone.
Oof.
Yeah, I was out of commission. I mean, luckily I had the Wi-Fi. I had the Wi-Fi at the gym and all of that. Bro, we need answers. I don't think they even issued any statements.
That's crazy.
Yeah. A whole 12 hours, bro. Just off the grid. No explanation to the public, no nothing.
And that's why I got T-Mobile.
Yeah. They want to run up the bill on you, the most expensive bill in the game, and not tell you why we lost service for 12 hours, some people in New York. What the hell was that all about? It was crazy, bro. Anybody else in the chat get impacted by that?
You know what you should do, CP? You should drive over to New Jersey because that's where the HQ is for Verizon.
Yeah.
You go talk to them.
Piss me off, man. Uh-oh, shout out our guy. He's in here. Our guy Jason Woke in the building, man. $100 super chat. Shout out to our guy, the Woke producer, man. He was right behind the bench today. If you saw him, he's right behind Mike Brown, capturing the footage. Our guy Jason was in the building. He's capturing the footage. Shout out to Jason, man.
Shout out to Jason.
In the mix. He was in Portland and then made it to Sacramento. So he's our West Coast road warrior correspondent. So he handles business out there out west. Occasional appearances at the Garden. Shout out our guy Jason Woke for sure. 112.
Well, he showed up.
Yeah. Woke showed up. We showed up. No nap. Knicks didn't get the memo, man. Two nights off, and I don't know if they knew where they were. So.
And now you got another game going against the Warriors tomorrow.
Now we got another one going against the Warriors tomorrow, which is why
the chef, man. We got the chef tomorrow.
Yeah, which is why tonight's show will be a rapid fire show, man. Well, we're gonna talk a little bit, man. Chat with the family and stuff. Get that therapy session in. It's a tough night. I mean, were there any positives from this game for you?
No. There's no silver lining, CP. What are we talking about?
That's it. Like there was literally nothing positive from this game tonight. Nothing. You want to go Mitchie? You want to go Mitchie in the offensive rebounds? All right, he showed up to work for work.
That's it? That's it.
I mean, that's pretty much it, man. Like, there was just nothing there, bro.
McBride still hasn't found his shot. He was on a good stretch.
Yeah. Consistently. Deuce hasn't really found it yet.
Yeah, this is what I was saying like a couple nights ago, man. Like, you can't waste good shooting performances. You can't waste good role player performances. What was it, 2 nights ago? Who were they playing? It was against the Suns. You had a good game from Mitch, and you had a good game from McBride. And I said, hey, man, when it comes to shooting, it goes – it's a bell curve, man. It goes up and down. It's all over the place, especially for role players. There's a reason why their role players are not that consistent. Now, don't get me wrong. McBride's still been – every time he's been in, he's been great. But I'm not expecting him to be like this, crazy knockdown sharpshooter every single night. I don't expect him to be Klay Thompson. I don't expect him to be Steph Curry. Yeah. But look, man, this happens. And so that's tough.
When he can't really get that separation, he kind of like settles for like a pull-up, but it's a very contested because he's also a smaller guard. So some nights it could be a little bit tight against tight coverage. Give credit to the Kings.
And then when you don't have somebody like Brunson who creates for you because he gets downhill, because now outside of like OG and Towns, Hart, those guys are willing to go downhill. But it's not the same as the way Brunson does it, man. It's just not as consistent. It's not.
They don't have force, man.
And so if I'm a defender, I'm willing. I'll gladly allow one of those 3 guys to try to take me off the dribble and try to, attack the paint, because are you guys just going to put the blinders on? You're going to try to force one? Because Brunson's the only guy that can consistently get into the paint and get you the floater, mid-range jumper. You just cannot stop him. That's why he's in the top for MVP voting, man. That's how lethal he is. And we just don't have anything like that. So then when you don't have enough rim pressure, you're not going to get the greatest three-point shooting performance, which is why we were 20% tonight.
20%
CP, they didn't hit a 3 until there's about like 9 minutes left on the clock in the second quarter, and that was Josh Hart.
They were 1 for 16 at that point. Brutal. Or 0 for 16 at that point, or 0 for 15, whatever it was. Brutal. It was an absolutely brutal night shooting for the Knicks, and the defense followed nicely. Here we go. $20 super chat. Shout out to our guy, FDB007. $20 super chat. Al says team is playing uninspired right now. That's exactly right. Effort isn't there on a night-to-night basis, especially on the defensive end. Too many threes going up but not in. Attack the paint. Knicks looking real pedestrian lately. Is it time to panic? Well, these are the nights when they can look extremely bad because as a group, they don't get to the free throw line. So when the shots aren't falling, and then on top of that, your defense is average at best on a best night, This is how it can look. You went up against a team that doesn't even shoot threes like that, and they smoked you. You would have my 20 for damn near 3/4 of the game. You know what I mean? That's what those games can look like.
CP, it's not even just the three-point shooting tonight. The Knicks legitimately took 100 shot attempts tonight and only made 39.
Yeah.
Like, this is supposed to be an offensive juggernaut. And you know if the offense isn't going, the defense is sporadic.
Cooked.
It's opportunistic, man. It's an opportunistic defense. It's just not gonna. It's. I'm not even necessarily concerned because you can't really evaluate this team until everyone's healthy and you get to the postseason. You just can't evaluate this team. But the lack of effort, the lack of heart, the lack of just like a focus, it can be concerning at times because you got to think that you got to win 16 games to go be an NBA champion. 16, right? You got to win 4 out of 7 each round. That's a lot of focus, man. That's a lot of dedication. Yeah. And when you see nights like this, do they have it in them? There's a lot riding on the line, man. This is not just a head coach thing. We've talked about this before. There are players who got to perform. Got to perform, man. Because this is for your legacy at this point and where you stand in the league.
cpthefanchise, Alex Rotaros in the building. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Late night, early morning edition of the KFTV post-game show. If you are one of our 100,000 subscribers, throw a 100 in the chat. Also, if you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We will shout you guys out. Another super chat has come in. Shout out to our guy Marcus Wilson. Salute to you. Says Precious Achiuwa outplayed a #1 overall pick in Karl Anthony Towns. Unacceptable, period. If you still don't know what your role is, we have a problem. Shout out my guy CP. We got to figure it out with the big bodega, man. Something is just not right with him. He, even if you want to say dog days and coasting and veteran stuff, okay, but it's just something is just off. I don't like the isolation attacks from the top of the key. I never like those. Never ends well. Those are not good possessions, man. They're not good. So they've got to figure his position out on the offense. How are they going to get him easier looks? Because like I said, at this point, if you're having trouble finishing and attacking guys off the dribble, well, you're not a guard, then just give it to him in the little block and shoot a mid-range or something, bro. DeRozan don't got no problem with it. He was cooking. Mm-hmm. Shooting over everywhere. Every small guard the Knicks got out there. Kolek saw the rainbows going over his head. Deuce. Josh Hart. I don't know if anybody had a hand up in DeRozan's face tonight.
I mean, he did get to he knows how to, that footwork is impeccable, CP. He also knows how to draw guys off balance. I mean, he went to the line 13 times and hit 12 of his 13 shots.
Yeah. Like,
DeRozan's just one of those lethal guys in the mid-range. Like, he just knows how to create. But to your point, it's like that is how you impact the game. That is understanding who you are as a player and understanding what your strengths are. And this just goes back to when you look at the guys outside of Jalen Brunson. And I'm not even going to put Josh Hart in that because he's in a whole different category. But when I'm looking at, like, especially Bridges, Towns, like guys who are really supposed to be offensive driven, like how are you not capable of doing that? You both got the contracts. You both have that, we both seen you do it, whether it's Bridges getting that opportunity in Brooklyn and showing that he can create for himself and take on more responsibility than just being a 3-and-D player that he was out in Phoenix. We know that from Towns. Literally, this guy was like, I forget what the article was, but it was like, if you had to do if you had to choose a player when you had to start a roster, who would you choose? And it was Karl Anthony Towns for his offense. And this is just, it's when you watch both of these guys right now, it's like, I don't know how you could even, how are they even justified to have the contracts that they have right now?
Yeah.
It's abysmal. Absolutely abysmal.
More super chats coming in. Then we're going to get to our key stats of the night. Salute to our franchise channel members. Okay, the number's up, man. It's 1:20 in the morning here in the East Coast. The number's up, though, man. They want to tap in with the machine. Number one show for the fans by the fans. So the people are letting us know how they want to tap in. They want to talk about it. Tough loss tonight. Shout out to William Burton, franchise channel member. Says $10 super chat. Says stop giving out DPOG awards. He's over it. He said no more Timbs in the hard hat. Throw it back in the bag. I don't know. Maybe they took it to Golden State. I'm not sure. Where is it? Where do they keep that stuff when they don't use it? It's in the equipment manager bag, I guess. I don't know.
It's there somewhere.
They didn't need it tonight, man. They didn't need it tonight. Shout out to Pudge Forever, $5 super chat. Salute to you, Pudge. He says, Cat is giving me Randall vibes right now. He doesn't look happy, and we know how that story ended. Yeah, and you saw at the end, they had like a 2-on-the-ball situation, him and McCall, and I think it was DeRozan got a 3 over them. You saw that? Mm-hmm. And McCall was like, he was looking to figure out what was going on because, again, like I said, every single play on the defensive side seemed like a blown call. So he's motioning over to Cat, like, what's going on? And Cat's just, like, head down, headed to the next play. I don't know, man. I can't speak for what's going on with this guy.
Well, wasn't it James Edwards, wasn't it Trilogy who wrote that article at the end of last season that a lot of the frustration defensively was with Cat amongst the team?
Yes, it was.
And I think, look, I don't think that's too far. I mean, we even saw clips earlier this season where guys are talking to Cat and just, like, throwing their hands up and saying, yo, man, what's going on? And look, Mike Brown talks about it, sacrificing, man, having to play defense. Everyone has said that Cat, well, not everyone, but Mike Brown has said that Cat has to do the most sacrificing in this system and what he is looking for to get it done. And as of right now, I don't want to say how much Towns is bought in. I don't want to talk. I can only assume because these are still issues that have plagued him since he's been on the Timberwolves. So I can't say he's not taking it seriously. Or not bought in, I should say. But the attention to detail is clearly something that is gone. And I don't know if you can ever have that attention to detail on the defensive side. It just seems like there's going to always be constant lapses. So if he's part of that starting five, like if you're going to have him playing your five, that's a critical position to be your rim protector and play defense. These are the questions, man. This is why when the trade happened, and I'm not saying like I want Towns to prove me wrong. I want Towns to win. I want the Knicks I want this team to win. I'm obviously rooting for this team. But these are things that when the trade happened, I was like, I don't think it's just that much of a lateral. I think it's more lateral than it is just going, you're getting better. Just because he has massive flaws, man. Absolutely massive flaws.
It's a question mark for a question mark, man. It's a question mark for a question mark. It's always funny. Like I've had that reel. I did that one reel the summer before they got him. I had like my top 10 players who I wouldn't trade for, and like it's funny because I had him on that list, and it's funny whenever you would have a good game last year or like the one good game this year, like people would come back to that reel like, this isn't aging well. All right, well, come back tomorrow. And again, it's like you said, you're rooting for the guy, but it's like we've been watching this game for years. It's 10 years in the game now. Like there's a reason why he is who he is.
There's a reason why Minnesota was, after they went to the Western Conference Finals, was comfortable trading him.
Comfortable. So, at this point, we just hope for better days ahead. That's all. We
That's
just
it,
hope
man.
for better days ahead, man. That's all we could do. There's a question mark for a question mark, man. That's it. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal, Chuck D. There he is. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal, man.
Shout out
Rhyme
to
Animal, Chuck D. in the building, man. $20 super chat. Number 2 in the chat leaderboard says, Fanatics know this is KFTV at its best. The non-picnic broadcast. Got to deal with the lows, not just the highs. Says, damn, Kings knew Mike Brown lost the locker room and was returning. We seem not to care about this. True story. True story, too, bro. Like you're supposed to be coming in as a unit. You know, all the Tims and all of that. That's a locker room. You're supposed to come in there as a unit. You get your coaches back. He's coming in after they showed him the door unceremoniously. Let's get that win. You saw Precious was up for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Precious was up for the game.
And it felt like the rest of the Kings knew that too.
Right? Damn. They didn't ride out for Mike Brown, man. They didn't ride out for him.
Sorry to cut you off. You don't think Mike Brown knew that, or the guys knew that Mike Brown returning, like how he was done, if you want to say dirty last year? Yeah. Cut him mid-season.
Did him dirty tonight.
You didn't want to show up for your coach back in his hometown and even you lose Brunson and be like, yo, we got to do this for our guy. And this is what's even sadder, because we saw how buddy McCall was with Mike Brown during Summer League, man. Yeah. Sitting next to him. And this is what you're doing for him, man. And you get to have fun with the locker room, being the warden, as you say, for defensive player of the game, and this is the best you're gonna do. Come on, man. Where's the heart?
Did not show up for the coach tonight. Let's get to the key stats of the night, man. Kings 47% from the field, 39 for the Knicks. Knicks shoot 20% from downtown, 8 for 41. Meanwhile, the Kings shot 37%. Now, the Kings did go to the free throw line out 38 times. You said DeRozan 13 of those, to the Knicks 23. But referees award aggression. And if you're doing pirouettes and fading away when you should be laying it in or going for a dunk attempt, even if you can't lift, ride out for your coach and your team, Mikal Bridges. But anyway, I digress. Knicks only got 23 attempts, and what they do with it, they hit 15 shots. They shoot 65% from the charity stripe, so that's a way to win, to try to win the game. They lose a rebounding battle, 48 to 45, despite having 16 offensive rebounds. Shout out to Mitch in that regard. The assist battle was tied up 23 apiece. Turnovers wasn't even all that terrible. 9 turnovers led to 13 Sacramento Kings points. Kings vice versa, 17 turnovers led to 12 Knicks points. Knicks did win the fast break battle 16 to 13. Dominated points in the paint, 50 to 34. But somehow Sacramento led this thing 97% of the game. And then the 25-point was the largest lead of the game to the Knicks 4.
The biggest stat that stands out to me, CP, is the, under 20% three-point percentage for the New York Knicks, because we've heard from Mike Brown this entire season. Paint touches, kick it out, get the open look threes, and touched on it earlier, when you don't have Brunson, it just makes it that much difficult for this team to do so. And it's just, if that's the whole philosophy, right? And especially if you want to get to threes, and you're really going to rely on threes, man, okay? And look, this team put up 41 threes, okay? This is close to what their league average attempts are. I don't know how much you could buy into this team being a three-point threat when you still have top guns who are capable of knocking down a high clip, like McBride, like Bridges, like Cat, who's supposed to be one of the best three-point shooting bigs. OG, a corner three assassin. If we can't do that, man, this is looking like Boston, where it's just it's a failure in the design of what you're trying to do. And if they can't show that they have a diverse offense that's capable of cutting up opponents in a multitude of fashions, I don't know how much you can believe in this team moving forward as a three-point shooting team if they can't do it consistently on a night-to-night basis. Like, shooting that poorly, unacceptable.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm going to look at the other side and look at Sacramento's shooting, especially, the 47% from the field, 37 from 3, 38 free throw attempts. Again, just spoke to, especially on the free throw side, spoke to their overall relentless pursuit of the rim and just being the aggressor in this game, shooting the ball quite efficiently. from Precious, DeRozan, those guys. And, to see the Knicks dominate areas like dominating in the paint, not even turn the ball over, like, this was a winnable game. It was an extremely winnable game. It was there for them. But, obviously, as you said, the shooting wasn't there, but also defensively, they were extremely porous in this game as well. And that's why they were down by as much as 25 points to a Sacramento Kings team that's 11-30 on the campaign. So it's a little embarrassing, and they should be embarrassing because they got clipped today, man. They got clipped. So those are our key stats of the night, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of clipped, shout out to one of our sponsors of tonight's show, Al, and that is Harry's Razors. And speaking of Harry's, man, make sure you guys check out Harry's Plus because honestly, it's the best shaving experience that you're going to have. You tap in with Harry's Plus razor, Al. Right away, you're going to notice the weighted metal handle. It's solid, it's balanced, feels like something that's actually built well. That's the one thing about Harry's. The blades are German engineered, one each one honed at 3 angles, so it cuts clean without tugging. And the pivoting system, it actually works. Gets around your jawline, under your chin, all the tricky spots without clogging like those drugstore blades. Plus, Harry's owns their own blade factory, so no middleman, no markups. They keep it affordable while making a razor that feels premium. Right now, you can get the Harry's Plus trial set for only $10. That's the new razor, a 5-blade cartridge, shave gel, and a travel cover. Head over to harrys.com/KFTV to claim yours. That's harrys.com/KFTV. You get the Harry's Plus trial set for just $10. And we gave away one of the Harry's Plus trial sets at the last KFTV watch party. So shout out to our friends at Harry's for sponsoring today's show and being friends of the program. Okay. All right, Al. We get into it, man. We get into it. We'll take a call or two, and then sunset this show because they got a back-to-back tomorrow night.
Another 10 p.m. game.
Another one. This time against the Chef and Draymond and the boys, who will see a walking wounded Knick team walking into the Chase Center, and I'm sure they want to take it easy on them. I'm sure. Draymond
certainly want to take it easy on this team.
Yeah. Let's get to Maly on the Discord. Maly, go ahead. Rapid fire. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm tired as hell.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I think I know what we're missing on this team, man.
Okay.
I think from these past games, I realized we need a dog on this team. We need someone who don't give a family show.
Yeah.
Someone who's gonna get it out the mud and muck the game up, and set the tone, because I'm tired of this team being soft. Mikal Bridges, man, like, I don't know why you're struggling a lot to finish at the rim. Like, you have a 7'1" wingspan. I don't know, like, you got to use your length. Like, I don't understand how, what are you guys doing in the summer when, it's like, there's a lot of things that need to happen, because when you see the offense, when you see the Brunson go down and you see the offense isn't rolling, like, you would think, Cat, Mikal would kind of turn up a notch and kind of get the team going, but we're struggling. Cat seems like he's in a whole different world. I'm seeing OG, trying to get to his spots, but that's not your game. It's just a lot going on, and I feel like we have a lot of blanks, fill in the blanks that we need to, figure out.
Yeah.
And I think moves are gonna have to be made.
Okay.
Moves are gonna have to be made, but I think, like I said, I think we're just one piece away.
Got it.
Someone, like how I said, someone who's gonna get us going.
Yeah.
Defensively.
Okay.
And hopefully we figure it out.
Appreciate the call, man. Maly on the Discord. Matt, your Feature Sportscaster. Matt, how you feeling, man?
Doing good. CB, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. What's your name? Where you calling in from, man?
My name's Malik, man. I'm calling in from North Carolina, long-time Knicks fan. I just want to say it's a pleasure to actually call in and talk to you fellas. I've been watching y'all for the past couple years.
Appreciate it.
Man, salute to all the hard work that you guys are doing, man. Rapid fire real quick, though. Karl Anthony Towns got to wake up, man. It's like he forgets the talent that he has on a night-to-night basis, and it's starting to get really frustrating watching him stink it up on the TV every night. Now, I had a show earlier. My co-host said, well, maybe it's something with the holidays, the death of his mom. Maybe it's something that,
Could be.
is messing with him mentally a little bit.
Could be.
But tonight was the night for him to make a statement. You have Jalen Brunson go down within 5 minutes of the first quarter. It's Mike Brown's first night since he got fired back in Sacramento. The ball's going to be in your hands, my guy. It's time for you to step up. And CP, I think I heard you say this like a week ago or something. You said that I think you said the plan for Karl Anthony Towns and his Mike Brown offense was for him to be more like Domantas Sabonis.
Certainly don't look like it.
If we're going to get 13 and 4 from him on a night when Jalen Brunson goes down, what about the Knicks just trade him for Domantas Sabonis? Is that something that you think will work out for this New York Knicks team?
Damn.
But yeah, that's it, man. I just wanted to quick say that, and I wanted to get your guys' opinion. Do you think that Domantas Sabonis will be a better fit on this Knicks team? And shout out to Knicks Nation. Shout out to you guys, man. You guys do what you do. We're always rooting for you, man. And salute.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, that's a very interesting question. It's a very interesting question, man. Sabonis, who is out, I think he's nursing a meniscus tear.
Yeah, for a while, man.
Yeah.
For a long time. He was supposed to be reevaluated a few weeks ago and still has to sit out even longer.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
I don't think it moves the needle for us.
No. And Sabonis is he's a really, really good player, CP. He's a really, really good player. I think any team that has him as the starting five,
you're cooked.
Is limited. Yeah,
You're
he's
cooked.
not a rim,
You're cooked. He's an even worse defender than Towns.
Yeah, and he's not even a rim protector. He's on the smaller side of the center, man.
Right.
Phenomenal passer.
Right.
Phenomenal, good to scoring. He's a double machine. He can get triple doubles easily on any given night, which is why I have him on fantasy because he's great. When he plays, he's fantastic for you.
He's great.
But no, I don't think he's the type of player that will take your team to another level at the five. You really need somebody who is capable of being a rim protector, man. And I think we've seen that from all teams that have competed. Look at OKC, who got Hartenstein. You need somebody who's going to play defense and can be a passer as well. That's why it was a tough loss when he went to OKC, man. He really gives you a lot at the five.
Sure.
And I thought he was underutilized here as a Knick at the 5 too.
Yeah, that is true, man. Shout out Shane Mack. Shane Mack, we see you, man. $5 super chat, franchise channel member, longtime friend of the program. Says, what's up, fellas? It's Shane Mack. I don't know what to say. He said he called Towns Miss Kitty and the gang, all 82. He's all 82, man. That's all you could say, Shane. Shout out to you. Did we get Pudge Forever? Yeah, we did get Pudge Forever as well. Okay, 2 more rapid fire ones, and then we got a rap, man. It's late over here in the East Coast. Abdel, go ahead. Quick take and rapid fire. Pass the mic. Do we have
Hey, what's up, guys?
Good.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep.
Man, I just wish this team would show some fire. The body language is bad. I wouldn't even mind Mike Brown getting ejected for fighting the refs at this point. Show something, show some fight, show you want to be here. A lot of times, a lot of these calls aren't going the Knicks' ways. They just put their head down and, jog slowly to the other side. I wouldn't mind if one of these players picked up a tech, got into a little, scrummage here and there. Just show you want to be here.
Yeah. Good points, man. Appreciate the call, Abdel. All right, Carlo, go ahead and close this out. Carlo.
Hey, kumusta kayo, CP and Alex?
How you doing, man?
I can't believe I'm late for work for this loss. But Kat, man, the effort is just not there. There was this play where he falls again. That was his patented move right now. He falls again. Now he's way behind the defense, and luckily there was a turnover where Kolik and Hart backed up the ball directly to Kat. And already that's an easy cherry pick for him, right? But he just speed walked to it. And you know that sport where you shake your hips for you to walk faster?
Yeah.
It's really frustrating. And Yabu, man. Yabu needs to go. I would take any player at this point, but I just feel bad for him right now. I think he's I think he better stay away from too much of the good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because not only does it clouds your mind, it just gives you the munchies. But shout out to Precious, man. I wish we never let go.
Yeah. Shout out to Precious, man. All right, man. We'll catch up for Golden State, man. Yep.
Before I go, man, since it's KFTV after dark, man, this is just a commercial, but shout out to Manscaped. I bought one device when I was there.
Okay.
And go buy yourself a Manscaped, fellas. It will change your life.
There you go.
Testimony.
There you go. Shout out to Carlo from the Philippines. Yeah, throw some fives in the chat for Carlo, man. Closing us out. But as he said with Karl Anthony Towns, Al, he's got to be an engine, and he's just not an engine. We don't know what's going on with him. Hey, this is game number 40 something. This is game number 40. Game number 40 for the Knicks. So, hey, 42 more. We're just about halfway home. So we'll see if the big bodega can get it together. But as I said, he's got to be an engine. And speaking of engines, Al, let's close out saluting on one of our final sponsors of the night, which is CarGurus, man. Listen, buying a car is a big decision. You don't want to feel rushed, confused, you second guess it. It's tough, especially going to dealer to dealer. You're negotiating, and sometimes it can be a daunting process, but that's why I mess with CarGurus. What I love about CarGurus is how simple the whole process is. With CarGurus Discover, you can skip all those annoying filters and just search the way you actually think. You tell it what you want. Maybe it's good gas mileage for the road trips, maybe a little extra trunk space. That was definitely big in my purchase, or something comfortable for that daily commute. And it shows you real, shoppable listings that actually match. That's the game changer. And if you're at the dealership, the CarGurus app, Al, has this feature called Dealership Mode. It's basically like a cheat code. You can compare the car right in front of you to similar options and check the deal rating, see the price history, all of that, all on the spot. So it gives you the confidence to make your purchase at CarGurus.com. With over 4 million listings, CarGurus has one of the biggest selections out there, so you know you're seeing the real options and real deals. No wonder it's the #1 most visited car shopping site. So whether you're buying or selling, don't guess. Make your big deal the best deal. Go to CarGurus.com. That's CarGurus.com. CarGurus.com, man. Salute to them. Okay. All right, man. We'll bury it for the night. Throw it away, man. It's a throwaway show, Al. Throwaway game, throwaway post game. We'll get back at it tomorrow. Salute to the replay gang once again. Salute to all of our franchise channel members, everyone who donated tonight. We appreciate you. Shout out to Walter King, Alpha Out Super Chat says we got to get better. Walter King, appreciate you. Shout out to Beers202 says, bro, what did I just watch? Aggravated Man says, imagine trading 5 picks for Aaron Aflalo. God. Shout out Reno Bledsoe says, JB got injured and everything goes downhill, but that's not an excuse. This team needs to learn how to play without Cap or else we won't make it far in the playoffs. Very disappointing loss. Shout out to Ray. MA007 $5 Super Chat says 8 for 41 from 3 and still shooting when we outscoring them in the paint is wild. Uninspired defense, frustration. I'm with him 100%, man. With you 100%, man. All right, man, we out of here. Remember that these shows are available in audio podcast format. So you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, same result. Hopefully not. We out of here. Thanks for your support. Peace.